Rewind the tape.
Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Wait, Rewind the Tape, your favorite podcast where we finally did what we've been saying we've been gonna do it for a long time.
Oh yeah.
We watched the first pilot episode. Why would it? Of course, it's a pilot episode of Once.
The first pilot episode.
The second pilot episode. Guys, listen, we only went and did it. We watched Once Upon a Time.
Just the first episode.
Just the first
Did you watch
episode.
more? I just watched the
No,
first.
I didn't. I didn't have time to watch more, but I did want to because honestly, there not much happens
in the first
episode.
It is just enough to get you hooked.
Yeah, even though a lot of stuff happens. But before we go into that, we'll how have you been, Ruth? What's happening?
Guys, I know I've realized I've been talking about this a lot on the podcast, so I may as well tell you I've successfully retrained my bladder. I no longer need to pee every 3 to 5 seconds.
If I'm being honest, Ruth, is that something you've talked about on the podcast, or is that something
I don't know.
I feel like
oh no, I've just embarrassed myself for absolutely no reason. Wow. Yeah, I was retraining my bladder. The doctor said to me, I need to retrain my bladder. There's nothing wrong with me. I need to retrain my bladder and I need to stop drinking coffee. And that is literally all it was. And today I had a coffee and I was like, oh my God. And like, I remember I used to work with someone when I was much younger and they used to have, he was older and he used to only have one coffee on a Saturday. And I used to think, well, what a nerd.
Now I'm like, bladder?
I didn't know. He was just like, because he just would say like, it's just not good for your body and all this stuff. And I was like, I know, but like, I hate working. So give me the crack in a cup. Again, sorry to the crack dependent people out there. Sorry. But it's really addictive.
Yeah.
And like today when I was doing it, I was like, oh my God, this is now a treat for me because I think I do have sort of slight, coffee doesn't sit well with me anyway. When I was really young, I couldn't drink it because it would go right through me. And I'm talking about, yeah, let's not get into it. But I literally.
An accident.
No.
Oh, what are you talking
I just meant like, oh my God, a number 2 immediately.
Right. Yeah.
Couldn't drink it. Then I could finally drink it and I was like, yeah, love this stuff. Hate working. I needed like 9 coffees because it was the only perk of working the coffee machine. The rest of it's ass. Yeah, I have anxiety and stuff. So when I used to have panic attacks, I'd have to have breaks from coffee. Basically, loads of health complications just from drinking coffee. And here I am still drinking it. Ooh.
But with a successfully trained bladder.
Who says you can't overcome your demons? Hey.
Yes. Wow.
I've also gone oil-free in my hair.
Oh
but the problem is
it's like in your diet. I couldn't do that.
No, I love oil. It is my diet.
Just drink straight oil from the can.
Hello.
I don't do that.
Sure.
You've gone oil-free in your hair.
Yeah, but the problem is I've done it before I bought the correct oil-free styling product. So I'm actually going to plug them to our 5 listeners. Issa Rae invested in a shampoo and conditioner called
sold anything that she's
like
take
don't
to
care
the
what it is,
please.
Sell me sweets, books, TV, socks,
anything. Yeah,
I'll take it. It's usually good. It's called Sienna Naturals, and you can get it in only on one website in the UK, Revolution or something weird. But anyway, it's really good. The shampoo and conditioner is really good, but I didn't buy an oil-free styling product. So I'm trying to do this thing like professional hairdressers who are experts in natural hair. So you should just, for your regular hair care routine, cut out all the extras, cut out all the oils and butters. You need a basic shampoo and conditioner that is low in oil and butters or has them very, very low on the ingredients list. Made me realize all my shampoos been caking it on. So I had to get new shampoo and conditioner. And you know, my hair was starting to piss me off. And it's because it wasn't getting clean properly because the butter, I was using a sheet. Yeah, and then I couldn't clean my scalp properly. So it's like you're not really washing your hair if you're, but yeah, it's not for everyone, by the way. It's just, I'm talking about my hair, how my hair began to behave. I was just like, what the fuck is this? They were right all along. And then, so I need an oil-free, you just need a mousse or a gel. I've gone with this mousse called the Dew, but I haven't, is it the Dew or the Duh? No, it's the Dew. I just haven't purchased it yet. But I was just like, I know. I was like, I already gave my hair shampoo and conditioner to my cousin because I don't waste. I hate waste, and it's good quality. It just doesn't work for me. So I just was like, oh my god, like, what am I going to do? And I've decided from next week I'm going to have nice hair on this podcast. I'm sick of coming here looking like a crazy person. Speaking of hair, sorry, that is really what's going on with me. We really need to get into Natalie's hair this week. We really do.
Hi guys.
It's looking like literally you've just gone to a hairdresser, had a fresh cut and a hair treatment. It looks gorgeous.
Thank you so much.
So nice.
Yeah.
I wish you could, listeners, I wish you could see the hair.
You can see
through the
I'll
ears.
I'll tell you for how you can see. Go check us out on YouTube and subscribe and like
True.
and comment and review.
We only get comments from bots who are like, free porn download here. Like, whoa.
Honey, we don't need the free porn downloads. We've got tapes and tapes.
We've got our own, honey.
Yeah.
Oh my
We've
God.
got reruns of True Blood.
Oh my God. I was thinking about True Blood. I was thinking about True Blood all the time. Why am I lying? I was thinking about True Blood today. I'm thinking about True Blood many, many days. They need to bring that back.
Yeah.
Because the end wasn't good.
No, it wasn't good. Not at all.
It wasn't
It was
good. The last two
disappointing.
series were just
You
a
feel
mess.
like they lost the heart of it. I feel like that happens with a lot of shows though. Like Game of Thrones, they just lose the heart. They just can't be bothered. It's like, let's just get to the end.
I have a theory of a really dark theory about Game of Thrones. I think the writers are secretly politically right wing, and they just
You definitely
use.
talked about this then. Ooh,
Oh my gosh!
who is that?
Hello? Where it?
Ruth is answering her phone on the podcast.
It's my mother.
Guys,
I'm
do we
just
have
gonna
a
message her.
listener caller? Okay, it's your mum. Never
First
mind.
of all, when is my phone ever on loud? Like never.
Second of all, what is that ringtone?
Mama, 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 mama.
Is that your
And
alarm?
I don't know. I have different ringtones. Maybe my mum's is more of an urgent sound. I can't remember. But my laptop started ringing as well. My laptop has been on Do Not Disturb for since I bought it. So I don't know what just happened. I'm texting her, I'm recording.
I think that
I'm
it's
reoffering.
secretly HBO. Is it HBO that does Game of Thrones? It's like, no, step in. She's talking about right-wing propaganda.
Such a Josie and the Pussycats moment.
Get her mum to call her. Get her mum to call her quick.
Do you see why when I was little I believed the Truman Show was real? You can see why.
Yeah.
It's like my life is just too. Well, okay, I'll stop talking about that. Fine. I'll do it when I make myself look crazy.
Just one thing. So before we started recording, we were talking about when you mishear song lyrics, and you for years you don't know what the right lyric is, and of course you could look it up, but why would you? Because you just do think that that's what the right lyric is. So in Christina Aguilera's Dirty, when she's saying ring the alarm, for the longest time I thought she was saying bring me a line. Listen to it.
You've actually told me this before, and I have the same reaction because do you know how mental that would be? But I get where you're coming from. Maybe
if you hear it, it does sound like bring me a line. It does, honestly.
I'm tempted to play it because it just doesn't.
Listen to it. I'm serious. It sounds like bring me a line.
It sounds like ring the alarm.
It sounds like bring me a line.
It looks like bring me a line, if you know what I mean, by the way they were all behaving in the music video. But it sounds like ring the alarm. Oh my god. Or maybe it was Bring Me Alarm. They were like, this is just too much.
Maybe, yeah. To be fair, Ring the Alarm could be the radio edit. But who knows?
You think there's a dirty version of Dirty where she said, bring me a line? Christina Aguilera did not have the chops to say, not even the chops, that's unfair. She didn't have the permission. She wore cut out leather trousers and people rioted because she had smudged eyeliner underneath her eyes. And what people upsets me about that is what really was the problem was her hair looked terrible.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry. That's just my personal opinion. Everyone is free to express themselves. But I didn't mind the whole like grubby makeup. Like that's just like as a teenager, that's just how people looked, even if that's not what they were going for. So
yeah, I loved that
Ooh,
song.
On the move. It's a banger. Christina had a few.
I think when I was
I like that. Sorry. I like the way she says it. It's funny.
I can't remember how old, but we maybe it was like must have been like 15. I don't know what. So for Duke of Edinburgh, no, maybe 14.
Yeah, I think it's 14. You do
the
bronze.
skill that makes a lot more sense because 15 is probably a bit too old to be doing this.
You say that.
Me and my friends did like dance for our skill. And it was in a church hall, and
Please.
that's right. We
Please
learned a dance to Dirty
in a church hall.
in a church hall.
That is the most British thing I've ever heard in my
And we also learned a dance to Michael Jackson's "The Way You Make Me Feel," and then there was going to be like a final exam, and we had to choose which one of those to dance to. And I can't remember which one won, but I know that I wanted to do Dirty.
Of course you did. I can't say they're both very sexy songs, so I just know the choreography was very sexually charged. But when you're 14, like, what else is there? You're like, first of all, I am gyrating, and you are gonna love it, okay? I am pushing all the boundaries of what is acceptable because I am a teenager.
Think I felt quite awkward.
Yeah, when you get up to perform in a church hall, it never goes as you think it will.
It
Speaking from
in
experience,
front of people, which thankfully, but it just
it's a teacher, right?
I wasn't, just a teacher. I wasn't a natural dancer. Like, it wasn't as if we went to dance classes because we were dancers, like dance kids. It was like, oh, we wanted to do like a fun skill. And like
we just a group of girls just wanted to have a good time.
Girls. Yeah, we used to make up dance sleepovers, make up our own dance routines, but don't get it twisted, we were not the kids like who'd been dancing professionally since we were 2.
Some of those kids couldn't dance either, but I just didn't have the heart to tell them. Honey, I'm just telling it like it is. For once in my life, I will speak my truth. Oh god.
Okay, right. Speaking of the truth.
Oh no.
I'm just bringing it back to Once Upon a Time, the reason why we're here,
and
the truth of the matter that only Henry can see because everybody else is under a spell.
First of all, when was Henry 8 years old? He was really young.
One of my notes. Henry was a baby. How did he get from Storybrooke, Maine to Boston without anybody stopping him, being like, God. You're a minor. Where's your parents?
He would never be allowed to travel. I feel like if it was the UK, he could have got on the train and got from, like, say, Birmingham to London, Manchester to London, like on a main route.
So
I think he could. I mean, when the ticket inspector came, I don't know if they would even. I think it depends. If he was on the old Virgin trains, the ticket inspector would ask him about 1,000 questions. They practically want your blood type on those trains, but they don't exist anymore. So I don't know I don't know if they'd just leave him. But
well,
across
I don't
states in
know.
America, that's a very
Yeah.
long journey. So to anybody, now we know we have listeners outside the UK. I'm
Shout out
such a
to our
cornball.
listeners, yeah.
But like in the UK, like to get from, let's say the furthest two big main cities, let's say from Manchester to London, as in like, or would the furthest two big main cities be like Newcastle to London? You're only really looking at.
Yeah. It's from London to a big city in the north. I think, yeah, maybe Newcastle. It's not going to be more than like 6 hours.
No way, like
yeah,
no
6,
way.
7 hours
And
maybe.
they all have fast trains as well. No one gets them because they cost.
Oh
like,
gosh, that's true. I'm
half
talking
your
about
salary.
driving. If you were,
No, he
getting
can't drive.
I mean, you can.
No, Henry can't.
Oh, Henry. Right. Yeah.
So it's like, it's not the same, like going from a small town to a big city in another state. I'm assuming it's in another state because Storybrooke
Boston
is
in
quite.
Massachusetts, and
They're in
Storybrooke
Boston.
Yeah, I think that it's Boston.
Oh my god, the fact that I didn't even notice they were in Boston is
sure.
hilarious. That's even funnier because Regina kept saying we're going to the worst place ever, and I was like, "This is
my note as well." When it's the opening caption, just like everybody, the characters we all know or thought we knew end up in the with all their happy endings taken away from them in the worst place. Our world.
So I'd never really got that when I watched it, which is probably like the main point, right? That the whole point of the show is that Earth is a reality without any magic, any happy endings. Yeah. So this is a place of misery.
But then I think, I guess it's not a place of
or
misery
is it Boston?
For everybody. But then I took it personally. I gotta say, a lot more personally this time around. You're like, wow, okay, great.
Especially
so
like they're trying to be
shit. Fine.
They're trying to be cute about it, but when I'm just like, first of all, you guys thought you could add an Italian man to your cast for diversity, so don't you tell me what's hell on earth, okay?
Wait, who? What?
The makers of Once Upon a Time, right? This is what makes me laugh. Like you'll get like all these pilot shows, like the same thing with Marvel films when they very first started. Mm-hmm. They're like, okay, we're going to make this like the whitest show ever, but we need some sort of diversity. So we're going to make Geppetto really Italian, not like American Italian. Yeah. We want that Italian, authentic story. And it's just like, you guys are ridiculous. Also, Snow White is hot. I can see why I fancy her.
But I always thought that there actually was quite a lot of diversity in the Enchanted Forest, more so than you'd expect in a...
No, but much later. Like in the later series is when they started adding different... You'll notice by the end, it was just like...
Oh, it was a... Yeah.
Yeah, as an old boss once put it, it's like the United Colours of Benetton in here.
That is true. But I feel like it was quite... In the crowd, there was quite a lot of diversity. I noticed that.
Keep the Negroes in the back, please.
I mean, they are absolutely periphery characters.
No speaking parts.
Yeah, no speaking parts. You're not a periphery character. You are just an extra.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm being messy again. I'll behave myself. I need to stop using the word Negro on this podcast. It's not cute. I'm sorry.
What's he called? The Mirror Man. The Man in the Mirror.
I'm talking to the man. Sorry. Oh my God. Sorry. Yeah, we were talking about him. Me and my sister were talking about him because, you haven't. Okay, there's a guy in The Wire who is like it's like depending, like they both have a typecast, but they don't look that similar. They look vaguely East African. Do you know what I mean? They don't look that similar. But they both have a typecast. Like the guy who plays the Man in the Mirror is always like, I'm a super respectable man. And then the guy in The Wire is like, I'm on drugs. I'm homeless. But they look vaguely similar. And it's just so funny. I can imagine people in the casting room being like, I want him, but make him homeless.
A respectable version.
Also, do you know what? This is nothing to do with Once Upon a Time, or maybe it does. Okay. I really want to see more actors like getting the opposite role of what they've played. Like, just because somebody played something really well doesn't mean they have to play that character over and over. Can't you just give them something completely different? They're not playing that role well because it's the role. They're just a good actor. Like, let them live.
Credit.
Yeah. And I'm not saying that they don't get other good roles. You see people who always are in amazing films and programs, but they're playing similar. I just feel like they should get given a chance to play someone completely different. It's just annoying me. And that, sorry, it's the why just reminded me. Yeah, Hollywood, get it together. Yeah. Emma is when I'm first introduced to Emma, I didn't love her. But this time I found her a bit more. I don't know, it's not Emma's fault.
But we know a lot more now. But first time around, it's too on the nose.
Why would you go and be a bail bonds officer? I'm such a liar, I would do this. First of all, why are you taking a job on your birthday and then you go to get this guy and you're telling him about your real authentic life story that you don't have anyone to celebrate your birthday with because you're an orphan? He's obviously going to use that against you. But then I'm like, I also get into Ubers and tell them my whole life story, so who am I to judge?
Yeah, but you're not trying to sequester an Uber driver to reap a reward.
I mean, I would like a discount, but you can't get them. You can't get discounts in Uber.
Oh, really?
No, because they don't earn enough to give you one.
Oh, I see. You mean
yeah, it'd be cool if they could be like, oh my god, she's so cool, here's 50% off.
No, because we're supposed to be the ones that are like, great, that was such a nice journey. Here's 50% on top of what?
Oh my god, look at me. I'm like, can I?
You're trying to like squeeze a tip out of the Uber driver for being such a great passenger. Okay. Anyway,
this is inappropriate. I've just got asked. It's like just something to think about. Do we know anyone based in the US who knows retail and e-commerce? Anyway, whatever. This is inappropriate. That's not the time. I shouldn't have checked my phone. I don't know anyone. I can't think of anyone who moved to America.
What for? Let's talk about this off air, because
yeah, of course. Professional.
But we will talk about it off air. So yeah, obviously it's a bit shit that they keep going on about how miserable and terrible our world is, because it just makes me feel like shit and like I'm not going to have a happy ending.
You can't have happy endings still, but you can if you learn magic. You just need to know magic.
But that's so unfair though. That's so unfair, because you know that the thing that I would probably like most in the world is to be magical. And the fact that I'm not and that I don't have powers, it's just a cruel joke.
As Solange once said in an interlude, I can't remember what she said.
That's great. That's super great. That helps me not.
I was going to start singing a different song. You know that song that goes, it's magic, you know, better believe you got so. What song is that? It's always used on adverts. But yeah, everyone has magic. She says, don't let anybody take your magic. It's you should listen to her sing it. It's so nice.
And blah blah blah. I mean, of course, like we're all inherently magical as human beings, because the magic of life. But I mean real magic, powers.
If I can't turn you into a frog, flying, I don't care.
I want to like shoot. You
really want that power.
Yeah, not just me personally. Like
I want to be like able to zap myself. I just want to be able to teleport.
Yeah, I want to click my fingers or like blink my eyes and I'm somewhere else.
Is that so much to ask for? And I want to be able to walk through walls,
twirl around, and I'm fully dressed in a cute outfit.
Oh my god, I'm so crazy. If I had powers, this is why I could never have powers. I was just thinking, if I could be invisible, I would have followed some people.
Oh yeah, you would abuse your powers.
100%. I would be an investigator. I would literally just I would be like, what are you up to? Then I would go invisible and follow them.
Slating Emma Stone for being a bail bondsman, and you're like, if I were could be invisible, then I would be a.
No, but that's what annoyed me. It's just like she's literally telling them her business. Like, you're on a job, you're obviously very good at what you do. Like, why? It's not her fault, it's poor writing. I'm just going to tell you the plot through this conversation in the most unlikely way, because we're going to make it really sad. Oh my god, I'm an orphan and my parents abandoned me, and Henry's going to be like, I understand why you abandoned me. It's just like, stop forcing it. There are other ways to explain this plot, but hey, it's Once Upon a Time and I love the show.
Also, it's just not, you wouldn't do that on a first date. It is just messy anyway.
That's why I said I should shut up, because I'm like, who does that? Probably me.
Definitely, yeah, definitely me. And I think also what I find annoying is this whole superpower thing. Because again, it's her when she's like, I can tell you you're lying. That throughout the whole thing irritates me no end, because she just is so smug about it, as if like she's reading people's minds, like, oh, you're lying, and it's a superpower. You know, no, it's not.
Use your superpower.
It's called intuition.
Some people do have better intuition than others. I'm speaking as someone whose intuition can sometimes be clouded and doesn't know when to trust it. But I know what you mean. Intuition is a little bit exaggerated in humans. I think that people have a problem recognizing the limits of being human. Or maybe I have a problem with the power of other people. No, I'm joking. I don't know what I'm doing. This is so random, but do you know that motivational speaker with a really big head and jaw? He's like a white male with like dark hair. He's like classically handsome.
Does it begin with a J? What's he called?
I don't know.
I know who you mean. It's the one that everybody like looks up to.
He got accused of like sexual assault by at least 3 to 4 women.
Jake Paul? No,
that's a YouTuber. I know why you would say him, because he also seems like he's going to catch a case any day.
He definitely has. I think so. I don't know.
But I saw him. He came up. I was watching YouTube.
Oh God! And also, Noel Clark.
His name is Tony Robbins.
Tony Robbins. Oh, right. Yeah, that's not who I was thinking of, but he is. That doesn't surprise me.
He came up on a YouTube advert, and he was like he's coming across like an evangelical speaker, like, I can show you how to be successful. And I'm just you're with my free course. I'm like, you are. I'm almost certain have been accused. And let me find the story. I'm like, how is this man still out here motivating people? There are some jobs that I get you could probably still get work, but I feel like being a motivational speaker, you can't be a rapey motivational speaker.
He's so big now, though. He's got such a huge following.
That's when it gets to a point of a cult leader.
Oh, 100%. This is culty.
It's weird.
Totally. While you're doing that, I'm gonna cut to when Snow White
Magdalene
is in labor, but this curse is coming, and I just think surely the curse would be quicker than labor.
What made you more annoyed, that scene or the scene in WandaVision when the their world is being destroyed?
Gosh, this is the scene, isn't it, for me? I'm like, the curse is going really quickly, but it somehow isn't the main characters can see the curse outside their house, outside the castle, fucking going at the speed of light. Yeah, everybody has time to say their goodbyes, have a fucking baby, put the baby in a magic wardrobe. It's not possible. It's just not possible. The writers need to stop thinking that we're fucking dummies. Just have the curse move at an appropriate pace so it's realistic.
That's why people say this show is for children, and look at us.
It annoyed me so much. And also when Snow White suddenly has the realization that because she's given birth, she now can't go into the wardrobe. Guess what? When you were pregnant, you were not one person. You were 2 people at that point as well.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, it really depends on when your definition of when life begins. But in magic, I feel like they already, like, they count a life that they know will come. Like, if they know the child will be born healthy in like the world of magic, that's probably a person, because everyone seems to have foresight for some reason. It's a common theme. Like the wardrobe would know that's another person.
The ward, exactly. You can't fucking trick a magic wardrobe. If you're pregnant and you go into it, the wardrobe knows that that's two people and you are trying to pull a fast one. It's not happening.
Yeah, what she was trying to do though, because it's just like the baby's not been born yet, so still part of me. Oh, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it with myself, not you. I'm not talking about you. I was about to like start arguing myself in my head. I was like, no.
Yeah, let's not get into the ins and outs of
when does life begin?
Yeah. Well, that did annoy me. But whatever. I still carried on watching it. Of course I did. What else? What else? It also felt a bit irresponsible to me to just leave a baby in a wardrobe. You know?
There was a cast coming.
But in fairness, I do not live in the Enchanted Forest. I don't live with magic, so I don't really know what I would do. I just have no idea.
High hopes for sure.
They put their trust
solid.
in things. Yeah, that if there's one thing they've got, it's faith.
Yeah, I think that's what the show's kind of about.
It's about hope more than anything.
Yeah, and Earth is a hopeless place. Oh my God, is Rihanna's "We Found Love" about the Enchanted Forest?
Well, it's not. It's about Earth, because Earth is a hopeless place.
The hopeless place. I always thought the hopeless place was a music festival. Because in the video it seems like, or just like that life, that kind of lifestyle of being young and partying and going to festivals and going out. It's just like a spiral of hopelessness. Sometimes.
Always. That's exactly what I thought. That it was just more like
love in the Enchanted Forest.
But
why do I find that funny?
We found love in Storybrooke.
I would stream that song. Why didn't they have songs in that show? God damn it. No, if it'd been a musical.
Towards the end, remember the song that I hate?
I feel like Hook sang. Did Hook sing?
Probably.
No, I don't want to hear that.
It just makes me think that we're so far away from Hook coming into it.
That's why I'm saying it doesn't get good for like 2 series. All the BS. I feel like season, is it 2 or 3 when that show is like, okay, now we're cooking. Or should I say now we're hooking? Sorry.
Oh yeah, and when he's because he first starts out being bad.
Oh yeah, he's a villain.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay, there's definitely something in the fact that Prince Charming is like dead when he comes into the curse.
He's not dead, is he? He's still alive.
I thought they had some BS thing where it's like true love's kiss or some nonsense.
Yeah,
it's like what
do in the real world. Because in the episodes to come, he's gonna wake up, but he then is gonna be in a relationship. Somebody else claims to be his
true love,
his girlfriend.
I would do that. Excuse me, I think you'll find I was your one true love.
But I can't remember who she is in what character she plays.
It sounds like one of the one of Cinderella's sisters' behavior. I thought
it was Cinderella, but I feel like Cinderella comes later. It's not. It can't be. Do you know what? It's not Cinderella, because Cinderella is who Henry, when he's older, ends up with.
Okay. Henry could never. I'm joking. Henry's a sweetheart.
No, there's Henry's okay at the moment. A bit annoying. Then as he becomes even more irritating.
He just becomes really depressed. It's like almost like what's his face who became I just feel like there's such thing as too much magic, where it's just like, okay, now you're just a misery to be around. Like I don't know what they've shown you on the other side, but you either need to become a villain and spice this up or just cheer out, because I'm not
Henry. Well, he's just being a
Henry
teenager,
and oh, that's what it is.
Yeah.
What's that guy from the Falcon or the One-Eyed Raven? Branwell.
What in?
Bran in Bran
In Game of
Stark, he had the
Thrones,
same
yeah.
thing. It was just like, he's such a sweet character, great character, great character. Okay, now you're just doing too much. I get it. You're the three-eyed raven. You've seen everything, but cheer up, man.
Keep it to yourself. Yeah.
At least the villains are entertaining. At least they're like having fun
I
with it.
see. Yeah.
Yeah, like the ones that know everything are just like Eeyore. But Eeyore's so endearing.
Does Eeyore know everything, or is he just moody and depressed?
He's very depressed, but I feel like depression.
We've all been Eeyore,
intelligence, mate. Oh, for sure. Even as a child, I felt Eeyore, which is weird because I wasn't like Eeyore. I don't know. I just felt his pain. That was actually a really important character for all of our emotional development.
Yeah, yes. It shows you it's okay to be blue.
That man is literally blue, purple, and pink, and doesn't give an F what anybody says. Or is it supposed to be grey? I don't fucking know.
It's supposed to be grey. I mean, yeah, he's a donkey, but whatever.
Now you've watched the pilot episode.
Yes.
Do you
am I
understand
surprised
why
that
you kept watching?
Yeah, am I surprised I kept going? Do you know what? I'll keep going with a lot of things, especially if there's a hint of magic in them. So
just a splash of magic and I'm hooked.
No, I think I was definitely intrigued enough, but honestly, I don't know why, because looking back on it, it just seems annoying.
It was annoying. The pilot episode is the most annoying episode. In fact, you just have to wait for it to get good.
Yeah, and I don't know that it's that I had faith that it would get good. I think I was just not doing very much at the time.
Yeah, I feel that. Why else do we watch TV?
Yeah, there wasn't much else going on in my life. Much
Unlike
like
now,
which is why I'll deep dive back into the world of Storybrooke and the Enchanted Forest. We have to go through some annoying characters. Oh, this is what I wanted to ask you. So you're at Granny's. You get offered a forest or square view. What are you going for?
Obviously a square view. Isn't it more expensive, but she's giving me the square view at the same price?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll take that one.
But then I wonder, why is the square view more expensive? Is it just because it's going to be more picturesque and the forest is like, I don't know, like the back of the house?
I thought it was like, the view. And also like, oh my God, I'm not analysing it to this level. But in like those like Tudor style houses, like the bedroom at the front is like usually the master bedroom.
Yeah.
I thought it was just like a big, nice bedroom. But also, oh my God, I forgot.
How
Red Riding
Hood
is smoke. I forgot.
Yeah.
And also, I say I love Granny, but Granny seems like she's like your friend's man who's super nice, but you always suspect she's a little bit racist.
And so judgy as well. She's slut shaming Red.
Yeah, but Red is doing way too much. That's her grandma. My grandma once stood next to me. I was thinking about this the other day and I couldn't stop laughing. I was wearing like, those tops that are technically a top, but you can also wear them as underwear.
I'm sorry, but when you say a top that's, I mean, it is technically a top. I know exactly that this is.
But it's made of
not suitable.
It's made of cotton. It's made of cotton, so it's like it's a high V-neck, no cleavage. I have a bra underneath. It just has straps as the top.
Oh, I know exactly what you mean. Yeah,
tucked into some high-waisted jeans. So as far as you can see, it's just it's just like a vest top with thin straps.
Yeah.
So I was like, Grandma, can we have a picture? Bearing in mind, I'm literally in Nigeria. I'm sweating my tits off because I'm wearing trousers. I'm like, we're in the house. We're in the front room. I'm like, Grandma, can we have a picture? And she's just like, are you not going to put something on? I was like,
I will not be in a picture with you.
My uncle had to convince her that it was okay. She was like, this is so inappropriate. She was like, put a cardigan on. So I understand why Granny's sick of Red Riding Hood. She's doing the most.
But she's also saying that she's stopped her from going sleeping up and down the East Coast. That's a bit much.
Oh, I didn't take it like that. I thought she was saying, like, what would you be doing anyway? Popping pussy. Please. Imagine if she'd said that. Well, they should have made that grandma black.
And Red is like, yes.
Oh, I see what you mean, because
I would
why?
be.
What's wrong? Yeah, I see what you mean, because who would rather be at home with her?
And also, she is a grown woman. It's not as if she's a teenager.
Yeah, true. But in
So it's-
Storybrooke, I feel like they're babies, even though they're not. Time is frozen, don't you know? Why
But
does the clock
no
move?
one know? Because Emma's back and she's the savior. Oh God, she does get a big old savior complex. What I don't understand is why, like, why does Henry hate Regina so much? I know she's evil, but she does actually love Henry. She always has.
Yeah, but at that point,
But how
okay,
does
so
Henry know? Like, why is, if time has stood still, then why is Henry aging and no one else is?
because he's a human, he's not from the magical
Enchanted
realm.
world, but he's still
Yeah.
enchanted. He's of enchanted blood. Both of his parents are
But
from the enchanted world.
I know, but Emma's been aging. He wasn't under the curse, so he was born in the real world, and then Regina went and took him.
Yeah.
Also, you're telling me if you found out your mom, you knew you were adopted, but you found out your mom had actually placed a curse that brought you to Earth out of happiness, brought you to this miserable place. Not only that, okay, maybe you wouldn't have been born. Maybe you wouldn't have been born otherwise, but your mom has placed a curse over everyone in your life, and she actually went and picked you up purposefully. Like, she knew who you were when you were born, and she went and adopted specifically you. Good intentions, bad intentions, it's kind of weird. It's like she's basically like, it's elaborate kidnapping at that point.
Yeah, I guess. I suppose.
Regina is doing a lot. Like, don't tell me you love me when you've got my grandma under a curse. She's teaching me maths. Mary Margaret does not know maths.
Where does Mary Margaret get
her lace front wig? Okay.
Well, that too.
That wig is a mess. Sorry.
All the like, and also, yeah, the hair in the Enchanted Forest is a mess. Is she supposed to look like she's been pulled through a bush?
Yeah, that's how look. It's like the boho look.
But I remember it being not that messy. And I know in like later seasons it gets more like, but then in later seasons, it's actually looking back further because of the time.
It's because she becomes when she goes to live with the dwarfs, and it might not be this. It might just be like the pilot episode budget, because there was some other costume things where I was just like, I think it was Prince Charming. I was just like, come on, this looks like, you know, when you had World Book Day.
Yeah.
At school, so you have to dress up like a character. And your mum does the best, like she gets you the best stuff. Like I had like an apron once to be Cinderella, but it's just like if I was on a set, no, the apron was, I know it sounds silly, but to a little girl, aprons, oh my god, I'm such a stereotype, but that apron was cute as hell.
Why were you not Cinderella at the ball?
Oh, because I told my mum about World Book Day the day before.
Right. Okay.
My mum worked a full-time job, and it's not like there was someone she could ask. She did her best.
Yeah. Okay. Fair.
Her usual solution is, I'll just buy something super expensive and hope for the best. Oh my god, I'll never forget. This is so random. We used to do this thing where we'd go to like historical building, so we went to like a mill once. I think it was part of like the stewards.
Oh yeah.
So we had to dress up like we were from the stewards' times, and we also did the Tudors one as well. My mum literally went to a small village outside of Birmingham to rent a costume, the most elaborate costume you've ever seen, so I can do this thing. I had like a tube on my head was like embroidered.
Yeah.
I looked nuts, and when I look at the picture, I'm just like, that's so funny. I have a picture, but the best picture is the one of my brother. I hope he hasn't stolen it, because to like hide the evidence, because his was crazy. He had like tights and a little like poofy shorts. He was looking nuts.
We need pictures. Pop a picture. No, maybe not of your brother, because that's not fair, but pop that picture of yourself on
Oh, I hope you can see me, because it's like a group picture, but I'll post it.
But can you, is it fair to post it?
Yeah, fuck them kids.
Okay, fine. You can put cute emojis on them. If only they were like Tudor face emojis.
No, it's like a when we were young, it was what do you call those disposable cameras? Disposable, not disposable cameras, sorry, film cameras.
Okay, yeah.
So it's not like now where you can like see like it's like a HD quality picture. It's like, you won't know who those kids
It's like
are.
curling at the sides and it's creased.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's creased over your face. You're like...
I have a picture where I got mad at one of my friends and I cut her out of the picture. I literally ripped the picture in half because I look so cute. And I've always regretted that because I'm like, I can never post that picture. People think I'm insane.
Yeah.
Because I am.
Yeah, they'll want to know what the story was.
I can't even remember why I was mad. What were we talking about? Oh, the costume budget. Yeah, she became like a warrior when she moved in with the dwarfs, which I thought was a really cool spin. I like that version of Snow White.
Yes, definitely.
She was just like out here knocking them back in with messy hair. But yeah, the wedding, Regina's outfit was on point.
Was it though? Like the lace in the hair,
the hair piece was so nice. I want that.
But the cape that had what looked like feather fish bait.
Oh wow, I've definitely updated the outfit in my mind.
Yeah.
It's not what I'm thinking of, was it?
It's not like the Regina outfits in the seasons to come.
True. They just didn't have the budget in the pilot. And I'm sure even to do that was so expensive.
They spent all the budget on the special effects of the curse rolling in. I'm pretty sure after an hour, after a few YouTube tutorials, one of us might be able to do that. Do you know what? You wouldn't even need the YouTube tutorials. Honestly, I bet give me 10 minutes and I'll probably be able to find a filter on Instagram that does that for me.
But it's just not as fun.
As doing it yourself. It's way more fun. I don't want to.
Oh no, I was going to say it's not as fun as like imagine doing it with like a DIY smoke machine. That would look so bad and so good. Which reminds me, I must rent a smoke machine. I really just need to bring that into my life. I'll tell you later.
Okay, cool.
Yes, listeners, it's going to be terrible. I'm creating art.
The production value on Ruth nudes is just really, really high.
But it really is. I'm like, I need to order a special light to really bring this to life.
I need a pink halo light, a pepper smoke machine.
I need some new underwear.
New underwear and a padded room.
Oh my god, and somebody to actually send these pictures to, because
oh god, yeah, that you can't just. But sometimes maybe it's just like good to have pictures on file.
It used to be so fun to have someone though, like to send stuff like that to. I used to really get into it. Like I'd say from the ages of 23 till 26, it was like my actual hobby. Like I was so good at it, honestly. I wish they would have leaked. I take it back because if they did, I'd die.
Yeah, leak them
I keep forgetting. Like, imagine what my grandma would say now. You know how she felt about the shoulder straps.
No, she wouldn't. She's having none of that.
Oh my god, I would. She'd be fuming, and she wouldn't tell me. It'd be my dad who'd get me a full.
But then would he find it funny, or would you then get the earful via?
Oh my god, are you crazy? I had to block my dad on Instagram because he found it was a picture of me. I don't even know. It wasn't even that risque. Okay, I have a video as well. And do you remember that music video where I'm wearing like orange underwear? It's not even underwear. It looks like a bikini, and not even like a cotton bikini.
Which video?
Yeah, he didn't like that at all. Play tricks.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I know.
He's all his feedback was fire the stylist, but that's after he's already gone.
That was me.
Yeah, I know. I didn't have the heart to tell him I wasn't honest.
Yeah.
And at the time, how old was I? 28. Yeah. So it's like, my dad is never going to be. I think so. He's never going to be comfortable with that kind of stuff. Yeah, he saw something I'd posted on Instagram. This is before when I didn't post anything that bad. I told you my mum once woke me up from my sleep when I've already blocked her when she stalked my Instagram profile. My parents don't play about stuff like that. This is a no nudity household. Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
they want me to be more like Oprah Winfrey than Well,
Wow.
Ruth Orayunu.
Good luck.
Oh, I shouldn't say my surname. Damn it. What do you mean? I could be the. I could be the next. Why can't I complete the sentence without
'Cause-
laughing?
Yeah.
I could be. It could just be like, you know how they have like Saved by the Bell, the next generation.
You think that you're the next generation of Oprah Winfrey?
You never know. I'm not faking myself.
Yeah.
Be a media mogul. And it all started with me talking about once upon a time. I'm sorry, I'm laughing because it's so far-fetched, but still.
Yeah.
Shout out to everyone with dreams.
Yeah.
Oprah Winfrey, the next generation, is hilarious.
the next class or whatever.
I feel like that just could never happen. Some people are just, there's only one of one. Like, you cannot be the next generation.
No, you're not going to be the next Oprah Winfrey. You're the only Ruth.
Go on then.
I don't want to say your
I
surname.
dare you to say my name. No, I said it before and I regret it. So I'm
Don't,
literally going to
because
go back into the episode and cut it out.
The viewers, the
Yeah.
listeners are like gold. Once they have your name, they have power over you. Ooh, and now I've introduced Gold, aka Rumpelstiltskin, aka the crocodile,
baddest bitch.
aka the bad bitch. The bad bitch of
That's
Storybrooke.
Skinny, sexy little man.
Oh my god. It did, yeah. Seeing it when he comes into Granny's, woo, you're like, okay, yeah. Okay. I don't think I appreciated when I was younger watching him. And I think
I didn't find him
always
attractive when I was
felt
younger.
maybe it's because that what we know now.
What do we know now?
Well,
Oh,
just
the way he
about his
loved
character.
Val.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, honestly, I want that love. I want the love between, not the love that Belle gave him, because I don't know what she was doing. Like, that was too much. I'm not giving up that much for you. Why was she so ride or die for this man? He was like, honey, I'm evil.
Yeah, he literally.
I'm inherently evil. She's like,
I'm a
but
bad person. Yeah, I'll still love you
Yeah.
anyway. I love the beast within. I did like how they did that though. And you know when just the way that they weave things in, and you're like,
yeah, that was
that's
clever.
who you are. That's who
Mm.
the beast is, because you're waiting for like the beast to arrive, but obviously.
Kind of
He's already
annoying
there.
that the beast is Rumpelstiltskin. Like, what a disappointment. Because when I was younger, I always felt like Rumpelstiltskin was kind of a bitch. I don't know if I can say that. Is that problematic?
As in not once upon a time, or when
Oh no, the character.
Well, because he is not.
Yeah.
You don't in the real, well, not the real, whatever. In the
In the real world.
well, he's not like this big old mastermind, is he? He's like a tricksy little.
Not just that, he was like, yeah, I see what you mean. He was sneaky. I don't like sneaky
he's just
villains.
a sneaky little person that just is just going to sneak around and.
Oh my god, this is so random. But is the wolf from the Three Little Pigs in Once Upon a Time? Oh my god, Red Riding Hood is
Red
the
Riding
wolf.
Hood is the wolf, yeah.
Oh my god, look at me.
Yeah.
Why am I so amazed? I'm so sad. I'm like, God, give those writers their dues. That is amazing.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yes. Okay, yeah, I'm with you. I love that.
Yeah.
I'll write that in. But yeah, they got their shit off. They did well.
They really did. It was very intricate, very detailed.
The main family storylines were very, like, there's only so much they could do. I wish they hadn't tried to make so much drama between them, because it just gets a bit soapish, because it's just like there's only so much you could do with this family. We get it. They're like
the Charmings and the Evils
just...
and Regina.
Oh no, I didn't mind that. I just mean the Charmings themselves, like amongst themselves, the way they would try and that was just dry.
And also how they're all just like, we will always find each other. I will always find you. I'm like, oh, fuck off.
We're just jealous. And I am like, I'm admitted I am jealous. When they were like, because honestly, that is one thing I don't remember. The pilot episode, those two, I was just like, oh, these two are like, they really like each other.
Yeah.
They're kind of into each other. Whereas later, I just feel like I was just like, yeah, we get it. But in the pilot episode, I was like, I bet the sex is great. Anyway.
Did you think that? I was just think that
Yeah.
because they're good, it's probably just boring.
No, I
It's
reckon
not
it's
like with villains.
passionate and no, I reckon
Oh,
Charming's nasty as hell. You know, Charming eats us.
I don't think he does. I don't think he does.
Charming definitely eats us. If not,
No.
Snow White does. She doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Snow White's like, get my strap.
Yeah, but Charming on your knees.
You know he's getting on his knees for Snow White too.
He'll
I
do
will
anything
always
for
obey
Snow.
you. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh, I want to
But-
see that.
Mary Margaret, on the other hand, she's forgotten everything. She's forgotten what a little freak she used to be.
You're right.
Yeah. She's just doesn't
Wow,
know.
this conversation went left.
Well, to bring it back to the original premise of the podcast, talking about porn, who do you think has the best sex?
I think Hook
It's
and Snow
not
White
Char-
as a couple crossover would be like
Yeah.
a hot mess. Emma and Gold, I'm sorry, but yeah. In fact, Gold, Emma, Red Riding Hood. I just like listing a fantasy.
I was going to say more who of the people that we know have slept with each other have the best sex, not the
I honestly
crossovers,
think,
but yeah, okay.
Emma and Hook, yeah,
No, I'm sorry. Gold is Emma's grandfather.
oh, now you've
So-
made it weird. You know, that would do even more numbers on board. Weird
God.
Gold granny. Granddad.
Oh, well, so
I am
yeah,
going-
so is a MILF.
I'm going to hell.
Yeah.
How is he her granddad? Oh yes,
I can't
Emma's
remember how, but
baby
I know he is.
daddy. Robin Hood, right?
Yeah.
He's not Robin
No,
Hood.
no. It's
Oh.
Bellfire.
Robin Hood and the Queen.
Oh, Robin Hood and Regina. Yeah. Do you
Mm.
mean in like the real world, the sad world, our world, or in the Enchanted Forest?
In the sad world, in the Enchanted Forest, I honestly think no one is seeing Charming in Snow White. I really think they're getting it on, like, even if it's just like pure magic, I think they're just in heaven when they're
You think
together.
that they have the best sex out of everybody? In
Yeah, maybe
Enchanted
not the most
Forest?
entertaining to watch, but the most
yeah, I
satisfying
think
for them as people.
Connectedness, of course.
Yeah, I
They
think
are
they're
like one
just like,
person.
yeah, I think it's like an LSD trip for them.
But then that annoys me because they're so fucking sanctimonious about their love.
You hate them and I love it.
I do hate them.
You're allowed to be jealous of the couple that are woven
I'm not
together
jealous.
forever. I'm hating on them. I don't care. I'm throwing salt. Boop.
Whatever. Yeah. Who else comes in? Yeah, I can't. Wait.
Mulan definitely comes in. Also, can we discuss? Because I
Mulan's
say
great.
Mulan. No, I say Mulan, and you say
Mulan.
Mulan.
Yeah.
Which one is correct? You don't care.
I don't
Because
know.
I was listening back and I was like, whoa, have I been saying that wrong my whole life?
mean,
Am I going to
I'm
change it? No.
Obviously going to say that the way that I've been saying it is correct, but it might just like you're not going to be as like I say Mulan, but you're right. I just say it wrong.
No, but that is my default. My default with pronunciations is I'm most likely wrong. Remember how I say IKEA? Do you know someone had to teach me how to say that? I always thought it was I
Oh,
care. I care. I was just
Okay.
like, what are you want? She was like, it's IKEA. It's Swedish. And I was like, first of all,
I
it
care
is
could also be
glorified
Swedish.
Asda. No, shout out to IKEA, seriously, furnishing homes since whenever you started. I don't care.
Yeah.
IKEA gets such a hard rep.
University.
I still live
rooms.
for it. I like it. I like the design. I'm a basic beep.
It's fun.
It's just
good
some of it's not
Swedish
durable, but
design.
yeah.
But for the price, what are you going to do?
No, they should.
No,
I don't
like-
care. Like make it last forever. I don't. I
What are
hate
you
that. They're
doing on
like,
it though.
listen, I'll give you 20% off, but it's gonna fall apart within a year. And it's just like, well, just because I'm poor doesn't mean I want it to break.
Yeah, fair. Yeah.
Anyway, moving on to bigger and better things. Maybe it's not possible to make things for such a low price. I don't bloody know.
Look, I don't know either.
I feel like we should do a pillow talk, but tie it
Ooh.
into Once Upon a Time.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, okay.
A Once Upon a Time themed pillow talk.
I feel like we had more to say about Once Upon a Time when we were watching the porn than on
All we
this
do
the
is talk
actual
about the show.
dedicated
No, it's
episode.
like,
But it's because the first episode, was just it's like, it's
oh, we've
whatever.
done that one.
Are you gonna keep watching?
Yeah, but I might start on series 2. I can't lie to you. I don't know, because series 1 is something I would
can't do
watch.
that. I just need to get through. It just has to be something that I'll just forget things. There's things that I won't remember correctly or that I'll have completely forgotten.
I did it with Scandal. I watched series 2 to 7, and then I watched series 1. Because I'm crazy. Oh, these aren't Once Upon a Time questions. Okay, in what way do you think the characters of the show Once Upon a Time feel ashamed or guilty around sex?
Right.
Can you hear my cousin laughing in the background?
Yeah.
Nobody cares about my life in this house.
Who's she laughing at? What's she laughing at? What's
She'll
she
be watching a film. We were watching The Voice Nigeria afterwards, but she better not be watching all about me.
Okay. Who feels ashamed about sex and why? I think Henry's going to have a lot of issues.
I agree with you, but I don't know why. I just think he'll have issues, not necessarily around that.
No, I think he's also not been protected. I don't feel like his innocence has been not like he's been abused, but more just like he's not. I don't know. He's just just too young, and think about he's already like found out these things about his life and all of these true things that.
And why does he not give an F?
Yeah, why is he like, okay, Emma, you'll come and save us? It's not.
Maybe it's just his childhood naivety. Yeah, he has a very complicated life.
Yeah, he's seeing his therapist, right? Jiminy Cricket.
Yeah.
But yeah, like why is it? Why did he go and see? Not say he needs to see a therapist. Of course, we all do. But I wonder what it was that precipitated him seeing the therapist.
Probably miserable because everything was just. His mom is like.
But obviously, like who is? It must be Regina that takes him to see the therapist.
I
don't know.
I have to text her. Can you not do this right now?
Last week it was Mango barking. This week it's your cousin laughing. What else? Okay, who else feels ashamed around sex?
Definitely Gold has issues. I won't do it.
Go on.
I was gonna say like Gold is like getting it on and then he like switch. Imagine if you were getting with Gold and then he switched to Rumpelstiltskin, you'd be like, absolutely not.
Every time he comes, he switches. That's
I'd be like, no. But listen, if you love someone, you have to love all of them. Okay?
That's his climax face.
Definitely is. And he definitely goes gold.
That's his festival look. He was rocking glitter before all the basic bitches.
I love glitter.
Don't we all? But then you're like, oh God, so many bits of little plastic just washing down the drain. And then you're like, oh no, but there's biodegradables. Yay, my life is so good now. But then it's all still like,
yeah, it's still a complete waste of the earth's resources.
Yeah.
It's shiny.
Oh, I haven't had glitter on my face in so long.
It's been so long since I had glitter. I'm sorry, I just realized that also sounds very sexual, but it's true either way. I think I'm trying to think of the characters. No, Granny definitely has no issues. She seems very charged up. Jiminy Cricket seems very.
It isn't issues, is it? It's shame, isn't? I mean,
no, yeah,
isn't it? But, yeah. Ashamed or guilty.
I think it's ashamed or guilty.
But yeah,
I think it's ashamed or guilty.
Granny.
Ashamed or guilty. Maybe Regina in later series, because you know she has that whole
Because-
thing
but she
like,
feels
I'm not
like she can't be
deserving of
happy.
love.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
you
I
shouldn't
think-
have cursed people. How about that?
Whoa.
Duh.
People, yeah. We do forgive Regina an awful lot later on down the line because she does some fucked up shit.
Yeah, the Henry thing is actually weirding me out a lot right now. Like, I can like let go of a lot of that stuff, but the Henry thing, also her pulling up to the wedding was so funny. It's like, you had to do this now. Let me tell you, enjoy your little wedding because I'm about to ruin your life. Okay.
Here's my gift to you. My gift is this happy day that I could ruin now. Just a puff of my blue purple smoke, my signature purple smoke.
Oh my God. You are lucky I'm in a good mood because
Imagine having a signature like magic.
I love that.
That is, yeah.
Once Upon a Time is coming across a lot like WandaVision. Like a lot.
In what way? Apart from the curse.
No, I just mean it's like the exact same premise. They create this place. There's like a parameter. No one's themselves. Like they're in a dream world. It's not real. They forget who they are really.
Yeah.
Like it's literally a curse. They've both been placed under a curse.
And it's because they feel sad and hard done.
Yeah, when witches
they've had their happy ending taken away from them.
Yeah, so they create their own because the Regina's happy. Oh my God, Regina's happy ending was. These shows are all the same show.
What the fuck? And they got fucking 10,000 seasons out of it. Jesus, we're mugs.
And we're gonna watch them all.
I'm gonna watch until I die. Are we done with the shame?
Yeah, because I can't think of anyone guilty or ashamed.
I think. Oh, how about Doc?
Who's Doc?
One of the 7 dwarves. Doc. He's not. It's not dopey, is it? There's Leroy is what his name is in our world. He's grumpy. Yes, he's. Oh God, how could I forget?
He does not feel guilty about sex.
Do you think he feels? No, maybe he doesn't feel ashamed.
I think he goes at it.
I think Ruby, aka Red, feels ashamed, and that's the wolf.
Yeah,
that's her shame.
It's
a metaphor for her shame and her guilt. For
look at us breaking down once. Yeah, I would like a degree in cinema because my performance,
just cinema in general. Yeah,
because I'm killing
the philosophy of cinema because we are reading these. We are reading between the lines here. Should we do another one?
Oh yeah, it'll be hard to find one. Or should we just
relate.
a loser game?
Yeah, let's see who's the biggest loser.
Once upon a time, loser game. Oh, what a mess! Why am I having so much fun? Look what makes me happy. Okay, that's a weird question, and it feels. Just like,
awfully personal.
Like, first of all, don't attack me. Okay, what do the characters of Once Upon a Time? No, that doesn't make sense. What do the characters of Once Upon a Time typically avoid thinking about, but really should give some thought to? Where do we begin? They are dumb and delusional.
Yeah.
Regina, why is your happy ending everyone being trapped in a world with you? You know you have to see these people every day. You don't like them.
And
this doesn't make sense.
You don't have love. You don't have anything out of that. You're just the mayor of this shitty town in Maine.
Her happy ending is everyone else's misery, but Yeah, fair enough.
But they're not miserable. They don't know.
Yeah.
They don't remember. How can they be miserable when this is what they know? This is all they know. They don't remember. Mary Margaret doesn't remember that she's lost her true love. She might just have like a weird sense of ennui that she can't quite put her finger on, but she doesn't know it's because she's lost her Prince fucking Charming.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh my God.
it's the worst. Like, happy you're all in a prison. They don't know.
She could have literally put them all in snow globes and they wouldn't have been able to touch each other, and just put them next to each other. And she could have
yeah.
gone about her business. Like, why is she putting herself in their misery?
A lot better than our fucking world.
Anyway, so that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, so just put some more thought into your fucking curses, Regina.
Yeah,
how about that?
100%. 100%.
I think that.
Also, why does Gold own the town?
Yeah, that I'm not sure. I think maybe he made a deal with Regina.
Why would it be for money?
But then
because
also, I can't remember.
Rumpelstiltskin loves money.
he's literally gold. Yeah, I don't know. Can't remember that bit. I think that I don't know, maybe everybody should put some more thought into like why
time is stood still.
Exactly, yeah, why nobody's aging. How about that?
You're in a school, you're teaching children.
There are children,
and the clock doesn't
the
move.
Children age.
Where do the children come from?
How
Who are they?
How about the passage of time, just day and night?
True.
The clock is just broken, Henry. Sure, nobody ages, but it's not like, oh no, that's the symbol that time doesn't stand still. It's not standing still. You have day and night. Time
is overly picky, but I think they should have shot all 7 seasons and then they should have released it so that when they went back in time, it was really back in time. That would have been cute, in my humble opinion.
What do you mean? But they couldn't. What do you mean?
Like when they had flashbacks, they'd already recorded them. But they should have written them all out, recorded them all, and
in
then
chronological order.
Yeah, and then started releasing them.
But
not in chronological order,
but it would have had to be because in different seasons they go back to different points in time that don't necessarily mean.
But they should have like mapped it out. So because for instance, there's a time where they go back to that wedding. Of course, but it would have been an amazing series.
Oh my God, that would have been exhausting.
The show is exhausting as it is.
I don't know how they thought about all these things. Also, did they need permission from Disney? Maybe they don't because they're not Disney characters per se.
No. I feel like they don't. Disney wishes they owned Snow White. Disney can suck my whatever. They honestly act like they invented fairy tales, and I'm sick of it. They don't.
I think Mary Margaret needs to put a bit more thought into her
pixie cut. I like it.
Yeah.
I think it's cute.
I'm not so sure. I think yeah. It's
mostly going to say about
Regina's gone.
Red Riding Hood.
Oh, well, the fact that she still, despite, even though she still turns into a wolf in this world. Nobody else does their kind of, all of their magical things or whatever have been sort of suppressed, apart from Snow being able to communicate with the animals. But Red still turns into a wolf.
But maybe because like that's not magic, that's like genetic.
Yeah, but it's still she's still a magical being or an otherworldly being. That's still not.
But they really can't. You can't switch that shit off.
No, No, but again, then why? There's nobody's giving that much thought to that. How long? It's been 10 years. They've been in Storybook for 10 fucking years.
But
and no one's
nobody
like,
knows she does it, right?
I want to say that Granny knows.
Granny knows, yeah, but
Yeah.
nobody else knows.
So why is Granny not like, this is fucked up?
She probably
she
is,
probably
but she can't
is,
tell
but-
anybody.
Yeah.
Because you
I
can't
think-
tell people you're a werewolf. You'll end up in an experimenting room in the Pentagon. I mean, that's just what I imagine. Probably not.
No one's getting it in and out of Storybrooke. I don't care if you're part of the FBI or not.
How did Emma get? Oh, because she's the chosen one.
Yeah, she's the savior.
Also, what's the Once Upon a Time theme song? I can't think of one. Do they even have one?
They do, yeah.
Okay, the creepy song.
But then Snow and Charming have theirs, which is like
That's that shit right there.
yeah. And I'm sure every Emma must have a theme tune. So, and Gold must. They all
Mom,
must.
Dad, why did you leave me? Oh, we get it. Sorry, I'm being insensitive to people, but I just feel like they kind of just make a whole fairy tales really did mess up with the way they portray people losing their parents. They really like romanticize it in a really weird way that is neither tragic or realistic.
I think, yeah, people, the passage of time thing is the big one, and the fact
Yeah.
that Henry's getting older, but no one else is.
Yeah.
Why do none of you think that that's weird? Is that the curse as well?
The curse made you dumb.
You were quite smart in the Enchanted Forest, but not so much
I know
here.
you could work out all these curses, hexes, portals. You knew how to adventure to find anyone, but here you're like dumb as a donut. I've been living the same day every day my whole life. Oh my god, saying this is making me dissociate. It's making me dissociate. I'm like, am I in a no, Ruth, touch something. This is real. This is real. This is real.
In the Truman Show.
This is not a simulation. And can people please stop saying that? Some of us have a really difficult time gripping onto reality as it is.
Yeah.
I don't need that drama in my life. No, okay, no Mary J. Blige song. Sorry, my bad.
It's fine, don't worry about it.
Oh my god, why does this have a donkey on the back? They're really just not
Was that a
subtle with the
loser game?
branding.
That makes a lot
Okay.
more sense. I was thinking about that being a pillow talk,
Oh my
but no,
god,
loser
what
game.
are these? Are these psychology cards?
Looks
These
like
people
a
need to stop
nutcracker.
messing with me. Unless they have different categories.
Mm.
No. No more drama in my life. Sorry.
What else have you been watching?
I finished The Wire. I know, I'm sorry, this is going to sound ridiculous because I've been slagging it off. So it's must-see television.
But what have we not slagged off? If you listen to this podcast, you wouldn't watch anything. You would think that we hate everything. Yeah, you would wonder why
Yeah.
we dedicate so much of our lives to a medium which we seemingly hate
Hate.
so much.
It's just
But we
not,
don't.
nothing's that good.
We
but-
love TV.
The Wire season 4 is when it, like season 3 is good.
How many
Like
seasons are there?
it's 5. Season 5 is so weird to me. It's just too weird. But they had to end it somehow. But season 4 is like basically they because in each season they try and show a different part of the main problem I have with The Wire is it doesn't make it clear enough that what it's doing is examining how the social justice system, is that right, social justice? Yeah, because it's not just the criminal justice system, it's also the social structure as guided by the government, how it lets down oppressed people and how crime is able to thrive. But I feel that in the beginning series it uses Black people as almost like a obviously I understand that it's America, but it's just not, it's like, are you being political or not? Like stop borderline being political, because you're getting to a point where it's just like you're almost using the character's Blackness because they're like it's quote unquote cool or interesting. I don't know.
Presumably it's
character-
white writers.
all white writers. I couldn't believe it. When I finished it, I checked. I was like, what?
Of course.
That's
But The
so
Wire
weird.
But it's such an old series, right?
So what? Not one black writer. I'm hoping they were the main 4 writers. How can you make a show about black? No, I'm not joking. Season 4, they literally they go into it's all about this area in Baltimore, and in this area it's now talking about the school system and how the school system is setting these kids up so they'll be drug dealers. So it's about a group of kids. It's still always linked to the main storyline, but now they're concentrating on kids. It's season 4 is brilliant, I can't lie. It's a bit like poverty pornish. it is very much so, but it's a bit like
it's 100%.
Yeah, it is 100%. And it's a bit like, you know, how there's a parody that the Wayans brothers did of all of those types of series and films, but mostly poking fun at like the black ones, like say Menace to Society, films like that basically.
I don't know, yeah.
And they have this part where they go message, because it's like they're making fun of the fact that when you're watching one of those films, there's always a part where they, like the same way Once Upon a Time shoves Emma's orphan storyline down your throat. They really shove down these social justice moments. Like it's just a bit too like, okay, I get it, you don't need to do all that. But they do have a few moments like that in the series, but it still is brilliant. Series 4 is brilliant. It really, because I was actually reading a list of the greatest ever television show episodes, and loads of season 4 of The Wire was on there, and I was like, what happens in season 4?
Where's Once Upon a Time?
First of all, where's the pilot episode of Once Upon a Time?
Where's the pilot episode in the 100 top TV episodes of all time?
We should have a league of everything we've watched.
Oh yeah, of everything, including season 1 in the same league.
Yeah,
do you think?
Yeah.
Come on, the pornos aren't going to feature near the top.
They are. Number 1 for me is 4-year-old version. Number 2 is Miss Big Tits.
Of all the things we've watched.
You can't tell me Miss Big Tits was a moment. It was like the first time I've ever seen that kind of porn. It was good.
What kind of porn? What would you class it? What do you mean?
Like the golden age of porn.
Oh, right. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we really hit on a great one as well. I'm so glad that that's the one we chose, because I imagine if we'd picked a different one, we'd have been like, nope, not for us. Yeah, it was serendipity that we picked Miss Big Tits, or maybe she picked us. Yeah, there's that. Yeah, I suppose it was pretty good.
What were we even talking? Oh, The Wire. Yeah, I think you should watch The Wire.
Okay.
Some of it is a bit like, oh god,
where are you
but
watching it? Where will I be watching it?
I was watching it on Sky Plus or whatever it's called. So you'll be watching it on Now TV.
Now TV.
It's the same thing. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
It's literally the same thing.
Okay.
Yeah, you should watch it.
Cool.
It is good. And it's like, the police are fucked up, but it's still a good show. And it is very whitewashed, but it's still a good show. Do I think it's going to age that well? No, but series 4 is still good. It's only good because it really...
But how old is it already?
20 years, 30 years. It's from the 90s. How old am I?
Is it? No, it's not that old.
It is. It's from the 90s.
But how can you say it's not going to age well? It's already surely at the point where it's aged. I would have thought
not that much.
But at what point do you think?
When they make a show that's better than The Wire.
2002.
Okay. Oh, yes. Because I remember
Dominic
watching it and I was like, why are they showing why are they playing
Dominic
Jay-Z?
West court case?
I don't know about that, but he is which would make sense if he caught a case in season 5 of The Wire, because what they did to his character was a bit left, but I didn't really get it. The kind of Daenerys Targaryen to him.
Oh.
He's going to be Prince Charles in an upcoming season of... Guys, we have not looked that up. Please don't say that Dominic West has caught a case. If we don't know. We're just speculating. Don't go around to your friends and be like, isn't Dominic West it? No, he's not like Tony Robinson.
Yeah, sorry.
He's going to be Prince Charles in the next season of The Crown.
Please forgive me. This is why I should never be allowed to speak. No, I'm sorry. I apologize publicly to Dominic West. I saw a headline that said somewhere, like in this past week, Lily James opens up about Dominic West, and I just assumed that she was opening
Why
up
wouldn't
about
you?
something
In a bad way.
Yeah, now I've googled it. It's actually her opening up about a passionate kiss that they've been photographed having, not on set, and he's married. So it is different to.
Yeah, I kind of
him
got the feeling
being
with his
abusive.
character. Do you ever get a feeling with someone where it's just like there's something about this character that feels like it's also you? Also, that could just be brilliant acting, but I don't know. Omar is one of the. I get why people talk about Omar so much. The actor that plays Omar, I'll get his name because I really do love him in real life. Like every character I've seen him play, Michael K. Williams, phenomenal actor.
Wait, hold on. He's I know who he is. Yeah, he's absolutely brilliant.
Phenomenal guy. Love him.
Oh, he's so good.
He's also in Lovecraft County at the moment, which that's my favorite show. That's my favorite new show. I love that show.
I need to finish watching it. Like I said, I stopped watching it after the scary house episode because
that was the scariest episode. There's another one that's a bit scary, but that one was so scary.
So scary. Okay, yeah, I'll get back into it.
Also, who do I fancy in the show? Like, I end up fancy. The weird thing is, towards the end, I guess the reason that it's just towards the end of series 5, the like new quote unquote villains, the drug dealers that they're pursuing, are so rotten. So rotten. Listen to me.
Even I can't see myself in them.
No, I wasn't going to say that. I've definitely met some people like that. That's what I'm saying. There's different. I hate when people stereotype drug dealers. There are different types. There are same as like any other profession. You get really good guys, really cool guys, and you just get honestly demonic people.
Yeah, like you said, that is the case in any job,
fashion,
in life. Yeah, in retail, in fashion, and whatever.
Yeah, but the villains get so. They're just like, I'm like, stop forcing these kids to do things they don't want to do. There are enough kids who want to drop out of school and sell drugs that have to. You don't need to go and find this kid who is obviously on a good path and fuck up his whole life just because you want to make a little bit more money. Like that's just, I'm not messing with that. It's just not a good person. I don't care what you've been through, but yeah, I hate them. But Omar is a brilliant character, and I know I keep going on about it, but honestly, maybe I just haven't watched enough shows. They never really depict a black man who is a quote unquote gangster who is gay. It's just not. I've not seen it.
Saying that,
and it does, and they don't. It's not in a. It's just it. It's not in a. That's the one thing I think was they wrote it like really, or maybe he just acted it so well.
It's secondary to who he is, rather than like
sometimes they make it a gimmick.
Gay person, yeah.
Sometimes they really make it a gimmick because at the time it was just like just new, but they did it. He is so phenomenal. Also, I really did end up having crushes on all of these bad, terrible people. Shock.
Yeah, but they make it like that.
Yeah, I guess. And also, like, it's just Alba. Like, I have eyes. Like, what do you want from me?
Yeah. It's so funny. So after WandaVision, and because now I have Disney Plus, I decided to well, first I was like, this is
I'm already laughing. I don't know what you've watched, but I'm just
the worst sentence ever. No, I was just I watched Thor, the middle one.
Okay.
And then
that's not
Ragnarok. But then I was like, have I seen the one before it? I can't remember if I have. And so I just watched it. But I knew that I'd seen the first one because after that I was like, phew. I mean, obviously Chris Hemsworth is attractive anyway, but after that I was like, yeah, mother may I.
I agree. I didn't find him attractive till Thor.
You didn't, or until Thor?
Until Thor.
Yeah. But Thor came along and.
Like, I'm not playing games. His Thor is ridiculous.
Yeah, you're telling me I'm not going to find a like Viking demigod attractive? Of course I am. God. Anyway, so I watched the middle one because I couldn't remember if I'd watched it or not. Turns out I had, but I carried on watching it anyway. And then I watched Ragnarok.
It was just so good.
Yeah, it was great. I mean, they're good. They're funny.
Yeah.
They're funny films.
I didn't like that. I thought they were really corny when they came out, but
They are.
have they
It's
grown on me?
Marvel. I mean,
No,
they're
but
all a
corny
bit
in a way that I
corny.
can't stomach.
Um,
They've gone better, I think.
and then I realized that because I was trying to figure out timelines, because obviously they're in not Ragnarok, in the middle one, they're Jane's like, you were in New York and what, you didn't call, and that's obviously when one of the Avenger films was out. So and then in Disney Plus they have that the chronological order thing.
Are you gonna watch them all?
Well, I was going to, but then I was like, oh, I've watched Thor out of sequence. Maybe I still will do it, but there are so many episodes. That would be
Just watch them all.
that's so many.
Sim and her mom did it, I think, in the first lockdown. They literally watched.
yeah.
When I went over to
Yeah.
the house, that's what they were doing. They were almost done. I'm definitely going to do it. I just think I'm going to maybe give myself a bit of a television break.
Oh, okay. That's a bit.
Yeah,
We're
that's-
just going to do a few weeks of. How long is a bit of break?
No, I'm going to watch everything we have for the podcast.
Otherwise, the podcast kind of falls on its.
I'm not quitting the podcast, guys. I'm sorry, but I just need a break.
Although to be
No,
fair,
I just need
last week our mini-sode was a good. I liked that.
It was good, but I also like the excuse to watch TV.
Especially if
Now
you're giving yourself a bit of a
anyone.
break. Yeah.
Because I was just, after the while, I was like, you're doing too much now. You're watching too much television. And I started watching Grownish.
Oh, yeah.
What are you watching at the moment?
So I've just finished, and again, I know exactly what you mean. Like sometimes I'll start something and I'll just keep plugging through it simply to just finish it. Sometimes I'm like, but Natalie, are you actually even enjoying this anymore? Do you think it's a good show? Do you like it? It's just the need to just do it, finish it.
I need to know what happens.
Yeah. So I don't even know how I found it, but I was looking for an easy 20-minute kind of show. So on Amazon Prime, I think it was, there's a show called United States of Tara, or Terra if you're American, as they are.
What bullshit is this?
No, but it had Toni Collette stars in it, and I really like her. And it's actually got quite and then Brie Larson is her daughter. But this is how old the show is. And John Corbett is in it, and he's Aiden.
Okay, I do like Toni Collette. Okay, fair.
Yeah, so it's about a woman that has they call it DID, but I don't know what that is. But it's essentially multiple personality. I don't know what.
I know this show. I remember this show. Is the poster like her doing different things and different faces on different coloured backgrounds, or am I confusing my sitcoms?
It's not. Dissociative identity disorder is what the idea is.
Okay.
I guess that is probably one of the posters. Anyway, there was only 3 seasons of it, and I've just finished that. And maybe now I need to take a break. Yeah, it was okay. It was good. I mean, I finished it, so.
Doesn't mean anything after that conversation.
So true. And now I'm scared that because I've started Once Upon a Time, the pilot, that's just going to be another thing that I'll just use as an excuse.
I have to, unless I'm working and I need something in the background. No, but I've got Grownish for that. Have you finished? Where are you with Grownish?
I finished it. Of course, I finished it.
Oh my god. Okay, because I'm only on series 1.
Yeah.
And you were so right. It's not the other kids. The other kids look a bit more normalish. Zoe's wardrobe is.
It's stupid.
It's first of all, where is she keeping all those clothes that she has a new outfit from head to toe every single day?
And you're sharing a dorm room.
Dumb.
Have you watched Blackish though? Because as a family, they're quite they buy fancy things. But even then, I'm also how much money are you all making that you can afford this for everybody in the family?
But they're a doctor and an ad
creative director.
So let's just assume they're on 200k a year
each.
And where do they live?
Probably a bit. Well, maybe
I know. I mean total.
Total, no way more.
Okay,
300. Shit ton as a banker. Sorry, not banker. Who's a banker? That's true, but as a doctor,
Who's a banker?
no one's a banker. But the statement still stands. You earn a lot if you're a banker. I think as a doctor in the States, she'd probably be on at least 200K just herself, especially if she's got private. And she's a surgeon. I know, but they also have like, you know, the house,
3
cars,
kids.
3 kids in private school. No?
Yeah, but it's doable because even when
I'm talking. This is crazy expensive.
It's crazy expensive here. I remember when we were. This isn't when we had like. This isn't our peak as a family financially, but when we were in Croydon, I know it's just one person, but considering we lived in like a semi-detached house in Croydon, my sister was in private school, and my parents had every intention of sending us all to private school because of where we lived. It was different. There was just nowhere to go to school. As soon as we moved, we all went to. My sister went to a grammar school. Obviously, she got in, but me and my brother went to public school, and we were fine. Because we had a school literally right next to us that was decent. But in Croydon, there was like, at that time, there was no schools. Also, she was one of those kids where I was like, you can't send her to a prep school because she's really clever.
Okay.
Like, you know, when the teacher calls you in and they're like, she needs to go up a year, she's really advanced.
Yeah.
And my sister said no. She was like, I don't want to.
Sounds like a lot of work. No thanks.
I think she just thought it was just it was like the age, the older children thing. It was just like she doesn't want to be. Like for once, my parents respected her wishes. Wow. But that obviously wasn't me and my brother's experience. We were getting called in for a very different reason. I'm sure I've told you this. My brother's teacher. Okay, bearing in mind, I'm in either year 1 or year 2. I'm pretty sure I was in year 1. Yeah. Josh is in reception. Why are you calling me into his class to tell me my brother's being naughty? I'm a child. I'm like, I'm 5 or 6 years old. Like, what do you want me to do about it?
She's obviously she's gonna know. She'll put him in line.
We're like
myself.
And we're a year and a half between me and my brother. We're like the same age.
Yeah.
So 18 months older. You think I'm gonna know what to do? You fucking idiot.
He's not listening to anybody.
We play with toys at home together. Like, I have no authority here, you idiot. I really would love to meet that teacher again and just be like, what logic? Oh, they might not be alive. Wow.
Yeah.
R.I.P. to that woman. Wow.
Anyway, Grownish, yeah. And Zoe, it's ridiculous.
And also Zoe's like, oh, and it's the same with all people, and it's like
the hair and the makeup as well. It just feels it's a lot.
Maybe it is.
Yeah.
No, it is. It's like, it's not. I thought she had like cute outfits for sure, but they would do it in a way like, you know, sometimes they'll have a wardrobe for someone in a series. They'll literally have a wardrobe for them, so they mix and match stuff, so it's more realistic.
Like, yeah.
She touched, like, why is she dressing like freaking Kerry Washington in Scandal
with a hint of Carrie Bradshaw?
Yes,
yeah,
like, and I get that she has.
Yeah.
Even if she has super nice clothes, they could have done that in a way where it was just like a bit more believable. It's just too much, because where is she keeping the clothes unless she's selling them after she wears them? And I know it shouldn't stress me out this much, but if it did,
yeah.
I'm sorry, it's getting way too dark in here. So you can see.
It's suddenly. When did that happen?
The sun goes down. Da, 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 da. What is that? Why did The Wanted split up? I would like to know. I know what I'm about to say is problematic, because I genuinely believe that everyone is in control of their destiny and can quit at anything at any time. You don't have to live up to other people's expectations. But sir, what are you doing instead?
Wait, remind me who The Wanted are again.
Okay, they were a boy band, one of the what we call like B-level boy bands. So they weren't like a huge act, but they still had bangers.
Yeah, but
like in a way, you probably prefer their music. So they had "You Should Be Chasing the Sun." Da, 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 da. You don't know that song? You put a spell on me, spell on me.
I recognize the name The Wanted, but I'm not recognizing what you're singing.
Of course, I'm butchering the song. What do you want from me?
I don't doubt that.
It's the one where the main character.
The That's just how we think
What
about
do you-
our lives now. Everything in our lives is a TV show. We are living
What
in
do
fucking
you-
WandaVision. Oh
What
god.
do you call the main person in a boy band?
The lead singer.
The lead singer. Yeah, but I feel like in a boy band you are more playing a role. The lead singer was kind of cute and he had a shaved head.
Right, I'm looking up. Were they American?
They're like,
British?
no, they were British. They dressed like All Saints. There was a guy for everyone, but in like a very All Saints
British
way.
Irish. Okay.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Oh,
Oh, two of them was
God.
smoking
They're
hot.
babies.
What? No, they're not. They're like 50 years old.
Wait, were they made as a
They weren't
response
50.
to one of the
They were definitely manufactured, but I can't remember
but
how.
wasn't it like, was it like the rejects of one of the pop shows?
Something
Like
like
one
that.
of the bands that didn't get.
It was like all these, you know, when they do that thing where like, I'm sure that's how One Direction were made. None of them get through, so they just put them into a boy band.
That is exactly how One Direction was made. Why did they want to disband? Here's why.
I need to know, because
Ooh,
what are
there
you
was-
doing?
Okay, Max 31 revealed the real reason behind their break was due to growing tensions after he and
Knew it.
Nathan pushed
Knew it.
for a hiatus despite Tom, Siva, and also and Jay's fierce opposition.
Who and Nathan?
Honestly, I don't know.
Nathan.
Okay.
Nathan was that little.
No, Nathan's the baby.
Let me not
I'm
be
sorry,
rude.
but why? Tell me why on Google, when it says members, they're just below it's vocals for all of them. Of course it is. They were a boy band. No one played the guitar or anything.
You never know.
When you say
Gary
there's still
Barlow
one
plays
for
the piano.
everyone, who
Who is for me? You
Yeah.
already know. Guess who I would do in the Wanted.
Max.
Max for sure, and also I think Siva.
Surely you do Siva, yeah. He's
Siva
like
is
just quite a beauty.
gorgeous. He is gorgeous. His hair's too much.
What is going on this podcast now? This is ridiculous.
I forgot we were doing a.
Sorry.
Oh my god! I don't know
You
why,
thought
but
that
I was.
we'd stopped recording and we were just having our own.
That was
shooting the
such a
shit with
weird
each other.
moment. You just pulled me out of it, and I was like, "Oh my god, this is a recording. We're just talking about which members of the Wanted we would smash.
sorry.
That's an option for us."
Would we call the Wanted a B-level boy band? I
Yes.
don't even think B.
What level? Okay, but
Possibly
I
at
only
the
think-
time, maybe they were.
there's only A, B, and C. Like I think A1 were like a C level boy
C-level.
band, but they had hits.
How about another
Westlife was
level?
an A.
Obviously,
They were
Westlife
B.
was an
They were
A.
B. They were B.
A,
But usually
another-
for me,
okay.
I prefer B levels. Like I'd rather
How
listen
about
to
Blue?
B. B plus. Simon Webb, if you're listening to this, call me. What is wrong with me?
Simon Webb is obviously one of our hotspots.
I would die if Simon Webb actually listened to this. How embarrassing. Shout out to Duncan from here.
How about Duncan?
I liked all of them.
Wait, there was Duncan, Lee, Simon,
Lee, Anthony.
Yeah.
Yeah. I loved all of them, which is weird because they were annoying, but I still loved
Did you
them.
watch the episode of Come Dine With Me when Lee was on it?
Can I just say, I can't watch him on television. He's so annoying.
He's such a dork.
He should
but
just
not.
sing all the time, but he's still lovable.
Blue did have some absolute bangers.
One love for the hip hop streets. I am never going to forgive you for saying one love for the hip hop streets. What the hell is that? And also, serious question. How did Blue get a song with the Stevie Wonder? Think about how many
No,
phenomenal.
I don't
Beyonce
know.
doesn't have a song with Stevie Wonder, does she? How
I
did
don't,
Blue
I don't
get?
think she does.
And wasn't Angie Stone on that song? Angie
Mm.
Stone is one of the greatest living singers. Why do Blue have a song? No shade to Blue. Simon Webb's solo album was phenomenal. I only remember 2 songs and I can't remember them off the top of my head, but I just remember it was like kind of like I would say like the Lighthouse Family, but obviously not because, and I'm not saying this to be shady, the Lighthouse Family, in my opinion, have made some of the greatest music ever made. Lifted? You think
sorry.
you can make Lifted? I doubt it. I doubt it.
You
Blue.
couldn't in your dreams.
Who is just casually making Lifted? Like, Lifted is better than anything Take That ever made, and I will stand by that.
But you do say that a lot of people make the greatest whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, you're prone to hyperbole. Let's just say that.
No, but I just mean I look so scary in the dark.
Especially because I'm so light. We're wearing opposites as well.
I'm like live from Hades. Is Hades a person?
Yes.
Okay, never mind.
Live from the underworld.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
I think it's, you know what though? I think in some situations or some universes, Hades is a place. Hades is the name of the underworld. So you wouldn't be wrong for saying that. Or I could be wrong for saying that, and we're both wrong. That's
well, there's no one here who's going to tell us.
Yeah, because none of our
we can say what we like.
Reach out to us on Instagram.
Listeners, we have begged you. Okay, I'd like it if our listeners don't use social media, but we also have an email address. It's waiterewindthetape@gmail.com.
We never check it, so if you've sent us an email, apologies.
I check it like once a week when I'm trying to get to the OneDrive, and not OneDrive, the Google Drive, and I click the wrong button. God, I look terrifying.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, sorry, I have to do this because I just can't. The fact that I have my own makeshift light. Guys, I need to look cute, okay? I know how else I can get light. I can just get it from my laptop screen. There we go.
The fact that you need to look cute on a podcast where we know nobody watches the video and we've just given up on creating clips for Instagram.
Yeah, but at any point, right, someone can find your YouTube. It could be like, you don't know what you're going to do in the future. Imagine in 20 years, like, if my real dream comes true, I own an international recycling plant, if I'm being honest. Is
that your real dream?
Yeah, I want to be.
I want in on
my
that.
God, I'm so sad. I want to be able to recycle. I want to figure out a way to like recycle. Imagine if you were the person who could recycle one-use plastic in like the least chemically damaging way that's ever been done. But then you also petition for the government to ban it.
They're making like worms. Yeah, you instantly do yourself out of a job because you're so successful in your campaigning and your activism that single-use plastic ceases to be a thing.
Yeah.
To be honest though, there's enough of it out there that there's still a big enough job to clean it up.
Clean up the oceans. Who's going to do that? Not me.
I want to be the person that solves the single-use plastic problem, but that's going forward. I ain't looking back. I ain't cleaning up shit that you've already put out there. That's not on me.
You're gonna have to call Boris Johnson because I am not doing it. He's not doing it
way
either.
Through the fucking Thames.
Oh my God, I'll save it for the end, but I just need some clarification on this. He's been in so many scandals. Actually, we'll do it next week. He's been in a lot of scandals this week and I've avoided talking about him for a while. Let's do it next week.
Okay, so we'll do our due diligence. Not.
I'll just listen to.
By looking on the Daily Mail website on the podcast.
God forbid. We only do that for Joanna Lumley because they're the only people who want to run that story. Britain is great, says Joanna Lumley. Of course, the Daily Mail are like, oh, run it right now.
We've been hard done by.
Yeah.
We should probably wrap up.
Yeah.
So that's Once Upon a Time, guys. Or Once Upon a Podcast, if you will. That's 100%. Just something that I've been toying around in my head as a name for this.
And the worst thing is that will be the name.
That's what we're gonna,
100%. That's gonna stick in the head.
Podcast. You here first.
Pilot episode. It's gonna make no sense, but it'll look you.
Once Upon a Pilot. Is that better? I don't know. Oh God. You know what? Whatever.
I like Once Upon a Podcast pilot episode.
Okay. Just make it as long as possible. Make the episode title so long.
Yeah, I might just call it Once Upon a Time pilot. If I read that, I'd be like, did they watch something?
No, because we actively say when we don't watch something.
True.
But guys, listen, if you watched last week's minisode and you liked it, let us know.
Email
you know where to find us.
Look how upset I am. Email them.
Just actually, I don't know if you can DM us. Have we turned that off? Comment on one of our posts.
No, you can DM us. It's just I'm thinking they obviously don't use social media. That's the only reason they haven't reached out to us.
Yeah. Listen, listeners, ask yourselves this. If you're listening to this podcast and you've got to all the way to the end of this episode and you're still listening to the podcast in general and you use social media, why are you not following us?
Maybe it's too sad to follow us because it just reminds them like, oh, this isn't very good.
You're too embarrassed of people seeing that you follow us.
I don't want you to follow us. I want you to talk to us. But I'll immediately, when people start talking to us, I'm going to find it weird. Actually, no, let's keep the wall. Build a wall. No, I'm joking. Guys, you know I'm a joker.
True. Once we've broken the fourth wall.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
That's when you start getting dick pics. Oh, and you mentioned briefly Noel Edmonds recently.
Not Noel Edmonds, Noel Clark.
That is a shocking stray to catch. Noel Edmonds is okay. Although I wouldn't be surprised. Anyway, let me keep my opinions to myself.
Hold on.
He got caught in some drama, didn't he? But yeah, I was listening to the Guardian has a podcast, right? Because I'm like, I need a way. I miss Twitter. I need more news. So I was listening to the most recent episode, and it was about Noel Clark, and he's been accused of sexual misconduct and bullying by like a load of women who have known him. This is over a number of years. So they were just going into all the cases, and it was just, I really thought this is so. I know obviously not great for the women, but I just felt like everyone should listen to that, because what I think that is literally the most annoying, you know, that behavior that everyone says, oh, they're just, you know, that's just how they are. They're just being like, oh, you know what men are like the kind of creepy guy behavior. Yeah, like the kind of stuff that people are really dismissive of. I want people to listen to that and just hear how crazy it sounds, no matter your gender identity. And if you do anything like that, check yourself before you wreck yourself. But I get the feeling he knew he was behaving inappropriately, because he's like basically told one of the women not to tell anybody about what he's done. But it's just like one of the stories, it's just like it was all women he was working with, a lot of like assistant producers and stuff like that. Like imagine like it's like the annoying stuff like going for dinner with someone and you think it's a work dinner and then they're like trying to have sex with you and you're like, what? And then what happened to you? That hasn't happened to me. What has happened to me? Just for me, it's just like, oh my God. That's never happened to me. I've just had like inappropriate touching, but I don't really want to.
Yeah. It's when you think one thing is one thing, but it's not. And at best, you just you have an awkward thing where you're like, oh, sorry, this isn't a date.
That's not the vibe.
I'm not gonna go out with you because we're friends, which is fine, because a lot of the time people are just, you know, shooting their shot. But at worst, he's not. No, exactly. But I guess that's my point, is in these situations where you might have found yourself in a situation where you think where obviously everybody's got their wires crossed, and maybe somebody makes a move, or somebody asks you something, and you're like, ooh.
Yeah, okay, let's say that's like really what happened. Worst case, like best case, he's with this person, he's got the wrong vibe, and he said, because it was like he was rushing to pay the bill, and the woman's like, why are you in such a rush? And he said, I want to rush home because I want to have sex with you. And she burst out laughing because she was like completely wrong vibe. But then he kept saying, like, he started to get really explicit, saying all these things that he wanted to do there. And then he was like, when he got the picture, when she said no a few times, then he was like, okay, but don't tell anybody. And then he sent her a picture of that emoji with the zip across the mouth, which is kind of,
no,
that's kind of messed up.
Because that's like, why? What are you going to do?
Because he does it all the time, and it's just the fact that he's picking on like women assistant producers. It's just kind of like, come on, man.
Yeah, abuse of power. So, is this how we're ending the podcast?
Power. Isn't that what Once Upon a Time really is all about?
That is true. That's true. Regina totally abused her power.
I'm gonna ruin your life. You better enjoy your little wedding, you bitch, because I'm gonna ruin your fucking life.
One day soon, not tomorrow, not the next day, but soon. Just you fucking wait. But it's all a bit fucking convenient that there's, you know, this magic tree. You know what? Let's not get into it. The time has gone and passed for us to do any more dissecting. I should
No, the magic tree is like, okay, okay, Tinkerbell, whatever.
Mother Superior.
Oh, when does Tinkerbell come into play? She doesn't.
That she's not. No, she does, but that isn't Tinkerbell, is it? It's not Tinkerbell.
No. I think her name is Mother
But
Superior.
also,
Get
why?
over yourself.
Tell me why. Sorry, this is one last.
Tell me why.
Ain't nothing. No, why is in like the real? Well, not the real world. Sorry, in our world, the shit world. Like the way that people. How did Regina pick the jobs that people would get in our world? Like sometimes they kind of correlate. I guess like granny having grannies, it's cottage or whatever. But what was Mother Superior? Like, why is the lead fairy the lead nun in a convent? Like, what's the?
No, that makes sense.
Does it?
Because
Why?
okay, this is gonna sound mad. His nuns are like they're supposed to be like a spiritual discipline that you've dedicated your life to, much like being like a fairy. It's like a magic thing. They're all together in like a coven.
Yeah, but a fairy, you're a species. You're born a fairy. You're not. It's not like you know what I mean. That's a.
I just thought it's because like there's like a magic and like spirituality is kind of like connects with. No,
I don't know. Whatever.
Tell me why.
We keep talking about nonsense.
Also, did you know that Brian from the Backstreet Boys was a massive Trump supporter?
Wait, what? Which one's Brian?
The one who's like the lead singer.
Oh, the sort of with the curly-ish hair.
Yeah. But my cousin said, like, they're from Florida. What did you expect? And I couldn't stop laughing. No shade to our Floridians. Is it Floridian?
Yeah, Floridians. I think it's just a tax thing, isn't it? They want to pay their tax. Doesn't Disney pay all the corp tax anyway in Florida?
In America. In America. Google were like, don't worry, Disney's got the check.
Disney's got our back. Yeah. Thanks, Walt. Maybe I'm making that up. I felt like it was something like because Disney,
they earn so much money in their base there. That would make sense.
They just contribute to the entirety of the corporate tax in Florida. So
that makes sense.
You know what? I don't know. I'm making stuff up again on the podcast. What a big surprise.
Fact check to us.
And on that note, we now need to discuss what we're going to watch next week. But we won't do that on air because we've wasted time already. Oh, no, wait. Okay, go on. What?
Okay, Natalie, don't think I'm a sado, but I made a schedule.
Oh, well, I already knew that you were a sado. That you made a schedule.
Oh, no, I know you know I'm a sado, but...
Go on. Are we watching Promising Young Woman? Is that coming
No,
out?
nothing is set because we haven't discussed it, so you can just put in whatever you want. Right. So anything. Obviously, I want to watch Shadow and Bone, but I shouldn't.
Oh, yeah.
I shouldn't. I have to... I was just like, I need a break from it, but can we watch a new series?
What? Yeah.
I wouldn't mind watching either The Red Wedding or Shadow and Bone. I'm not in the mood for I put Sex and the City in because that's that episode we wanted to watch. But I'm not in the mood for those girls.
Play. No, why don't we just start watching Shadow and Bone but not commit to it for next week because that's a lot to get through. But we could watch The Red Wedding as our...
Okay, and then Shadow and Bone the week after.
Yeah.
I do want to watch Promising Young Woman, just not right now.
Oh, also, what do you think about the House of Targaryen show coming out?
There's a what?
Ruth, what the fuck? How do you not know about this? They're filming a prequel to Game of Thrones. I've just seen I don't think they've got trailers out yet. I've just seen production pictures.
The only sad part is that was the most like Aryan family.
It's very, yeah. They do have a black guy in the promo.
Okay, I won't do it. Listeners, guess what I was gonna say?
I don't know if he's possibly House Targaryen, because the whole thing is about the whole Targaryen bloodline and all the shit that happened.
Oh my god, I'm so excited. And I just can't hurt. Am I going to watch this every single week and slag it off relentlessly?
Maybe
come through, black man with the dreads. Okay.
Yeah, but does it say who he is? Does it? Oh god.
Oh, this sounds amazing.
What did you think about?
I don't know the cast.
Huh?
I don't know the cast. I thought they'd put like
people we know,
loads of super like notable actors in.
No, they can't do that because
God, I forgot. I
think it always has to be the unknowns. Okay.
This article says House of the Dragons improved diversity. Then it's literally a picture of the black actor.
The one black character with dreadlocks.
Honestly, his hair is so nice. He's cute. I'm going as him on Halloween. I am. I'm not even gonna lie.
Does he have grey dreads? Did I make that up or no?
They're like white.
Okay, right. So he's obviously he is Targaryen on account of his white hair.
I think that's how you're supposed to know, right?
No, of course it is, but like genetically, that's not.
They're all inbred, right?
So tell me why he's black.
Oh, but I thought he was just like, because it's not just about the one family; they've got a whole kingdom around them, right?
Oh, right. Do you think he's a Westerosi? He
could be from another noble family, from another place. He's like part of their circle, hand of the king. He could be anybody.
Well, we'll find out. When does it air? Do we have a date?
I don't know. Stop putting pressure on them. Checking. Date. Okay.
You know there's going to be some mad dragons.
Hey, no, it says this is for you, Natalie. It says, while some will no doubt quibble with having a black man play a character of Valyrian descent, it obviously isn't an issue and should be seen as a positive, both for increasing representation in the show and making Westeros seem more diverse, seem because it wasn't.
Okay, so he's right. So he's Valyrian.
Yeah. Oh my god, why do I fancy him? Who is he? What? Because I'm a horny bitch, that's why. No, there's no release date on this.
My question is more like
2022.
Oh, Jesus. Better be good.
I know, like, we'll be, even if it's terrible, what else are we going to do? We're going to watch that. We're going to have a weekly special on it. Listeners, I hope you're ready.
I hope you're still listening. And on that note, goodbye.
Oh, yes, goodbye. Goodbye.
We should really say
we should really leave. This episode is way too long. Bye.
See ya.
Rewind the tape.